Hi Red Friends, we're back in the Fitting Salon and today, weirdly, we're talking about fitting things. That's right, today this is the Radical Yes Guide to fitting slip-on shoes, and I wanted to preface this conversation first of all with giving you some maths that I did over the summer holidays. I realised that I have been designing footwear since 2007. When I did the calculations, I may have designed around 2,000 pairs of shoes in my career. And I also realized that since we began Radical Yes, I did more maths and I understood and I came to see that we've sold, since we began in 2012, we've sold over 30,000 pairs of shoes. Now, of those 30,000 pairs of shoes, 30% of our sales come from this little teeny tiny shop, which is quite remarkable in itself, which means we've probably sold about 10,000 pairs IRL through our stores. And then I did some more maths and I realized of those 10,000 pairs, I've probably sold 60% of those myself directly. So I think I've had roughly 6,000 conversations about how to fit shoes. Now, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I'm just saying that I've definitely had some experience seeing shoes on feet. And so it's my vision for this year to help to share some of that knowledge with you guys of what I've learned over many, many years of seeing amazing women with amazing feet trying amazing shoes on. So I'm going to try and impart some of that knowledge today in the context of slip-ons. Did someone say Avocado Green? More on that later, but this is launching Sunday night. So what I wanted to tell you about slip-ons, actually just Radical Yes slip-ons. I'm not going to speak for the whole market because I can't, right? This is my brand. I know these shoes and here's what I can tell you about them. The first thing is Radical Yes shoes and slip-ons only come in full sizes. Now that is because it's outside our resources to be able to open all of the half sizes. It's too expensive. And so what we've done to overcome that, because we're a very small brand, is we use athletic inner soles, removable in our shoes. And it means that you've got the option of either adding another inner sole if you need to build it up, or taking this inner sole out and changing the size a little, the girth. So that's one thing that comes with every single Radical Yes shoe is this removable insole. And it also gives you the opportunity to put your orthotic in if you need to. And the other thing that is specific to Radical Yes shoes, actually this isn't specific to Radical Yes shoes, this happens a lot with all shoes, is that sometimes in slip-on shoes, you might wear a different size to your normal size. Or your size in a sandal. So quite often people size up in slip-ons and there's a very good reason for that versus say a lace-up. So I guess what I'm trying to say here, without getting too tongue-tied, is that it's not unusual to wear a different size in different styles of shoes. Because it's not unusual to move around sizing a little bit in different styles of shoes. So for instance, your slip-ons, you'll probably be a size up versus your regular shoes. We've decided to make these fitting guides specific to the different styles of shoes that we make. And this one's the slip-on one. So here's some tips for shopping for slip-on shoes and how they should feel on your feet from someone who's sold many. Okay, here it is. The first thing is, can you wiggle your toes? So when you put the shoes on, can you wiggle your toes and still feel like the bones of your feet are feeling comfortable? I can hear you say, but Radical Yes, what if I'm between sizes? Well, if you're between sizes, I've got two things for you to think about. You have to ask yourself, am I between sizes because of length or because of width? Now, the thing is, in all shoes, I can promise you the length will never change. So if your toes ever feel like marginally close to the edge, or you feel like the toe puff, which is that section there in the top of the shoe, feels at all uncomfortable on your toes in the length that's butting into your toes, you must size up. It's a no-brainer. Even if you feel like the width feels, if you've got a very long, narrow foot, you're better off putting another inner sole into the shoe so that you've got the full length of the shoe, because the length of the shoe is not going to change. The width, however, here especially, the girth, will change and it will open up. And in slip-on shoes, they can open up to even more than half a size. And that's because the nature of putting your foot in and out of the shoe and the way that we generally treat slip-ons, like who doesn't leave a pair of slip-ons at the door, throw their feet in and out of them, crush the heel cups. I can hear all the things, even though I really don't want you to do that in our shoes because you take care of them. But it does happen, right? Slip-ons are the hardest working shoe styles, I think, because we just expect them to relax and open up. And they will, but that's another thing to keep in mind. So if your width is tight and firm, that's actually not too bad because they will relax and open up. And especially, third point, if you're buying a leather slip-on, leather upper, leather lined, for instance, like this incredible avocado situation we've got going on here, leather upper, leather lined will stretch more than a textile shoe. And so that's something to keep in mind. If when you get them, they feel a bit firm through the middle of your foot, like where the joints of your toes are, they will open up there. So a few questions to ask yourself when you're shopping for shoes online. And one of the reasons we have a store, because we've never said it was easy to shop online, but it's easy to shop online for shoes with Radical Yes. So to prove how easy they are, I'm going to put them on my feet now. Okay. Here we are. We're going to put some slip-ons on. Now, the first thing to say about putting slip-ons on is you should really be sitting down like I currently am. It's better for the shoe, right? And I know that's not always realistic. I know sometimes we're at the door and we're running, but in a perfect world, you're sitting down, and if you need any leverage, center back and then just a little wiggle. Now, the best thing is, the reason I wanted to show you this is these slip-ons have got a really deep elastic gusset, specially designed so that you've got lots of room to move on the vamp. And there's quite a bit of stretch in that gusset, unlike other shoes on the market that I won't say the name of, that don't stretch very much when you put them on. But these stretch beautifully. Look how easy they go on. And they feel super soft. And the reason for that is we use suede counters in our shoes, so in the back here, which is really soft and feels really good on your heel. From the first wear. We have many people say how comfortable our shoes are from the first wear. How's that colour? Oh, so excited about these. Once again, with our own coloured outsole mould. Very beautiful. But I just wanted to show you really how easy they are to get on and how easy they should be for you to get on. That's Radical Yes Fitting Guide to Slip-Ons. Got there in the end. You know, always, if you have any questions, you can email us, you can write in the comments below, or you can come to the store and be my 6,100th fit. You know, these are actually online tonight, now, right away. You can swipe up, hit links. I don't even know anymore, but you can definitely find the shoes online, www.radicalyes.com. Stay radical!
You know it's .com.au.
Oh, gosh.